Hello friends, February is here and we are back at it with the monthly market update for the El Paso real estate market. And we're looking at February. Let's see what happens, what's happening in February. Let's see what the month of January left us. As a reminder, the statistics come from the Greater El Paso Association of Realtors. And it's month over month. We're looking at stats from January, this month, and February. So we'll get started. Don't forget to like, follow, share this with anybody that's looking to do any real estate transactions in the El Paso market. It's valuable information. But let's see what it's holding for us. First of all, median days on market, that number is at 265. Okay, 265 is a number that it's been here for a while. It hasn't changed much. It fluctuated a little bit. Actually, last month it was a little bit higher. Then it came back down just slightly, about 2.4%. It's not a number that we should track too much unless it's jumping. It shouldn't be jumping like $20,000, $30,000 each month. A few thousand up, a few thousand down is normal. It's just a cyclical thing. But that gives you an idea of what an average home in El Paso costs, about 265. A lot of people see that as an affordable market. So if you're local and you're thinking, hey, these prices are getting out of hand, it might be, right? It might be their prices are going up, but it's still a very affordable market overall. Or if you're thinking investing or moving to El Paso, our market is quite affordable compared to other cities in the state or even other states, of course. The next number here is closed sales. So we have the number. Remember, we're looking at January numbers and from in February. So these numbers come from December. So December is the end of the year. Holidays happen. A lot of people close out the year. There's some transactions, not too much, but there's real estate transactions. But January tends to be real quiet. January is a month where the phone doesn't ring too much. People are kind of on hold. And personally, I've been talking to clients that were holding off to list for a few months. Had clients that were holding off last year and were making the move January. February, we're seeing more activity, but January was quite slow. So we dropped about 30% in closed sales, and the number of sales that closed was like 500. The number of sales closed was 502. So that was a drop from previous month, but it's nothing to be scared about. It's just that way the real estate market works, and January tends to be a little bit slower. So that's just what it is. A number that surprised me a little bit was active listings. That number of active listings actually went up. It was a little higher than the previous month. So that's surprising because a lot of listings don't come up in January for sale. There is some, but not too many. But active listings went up a little bit. We were at 2,531 active listings went on the market in January. The next statistic really surprised me. It is a number that we hadn't seen much fluctuation for the last 2 years, maybe. But it's a number surprising me. It's a number to look at and consider for the next few months and see what that's going to tell us about the market. So it's days on market. Average days on market is what it takes a house to go active, list it on the MLS, and for it to sell. Okay, so last year, 2024 and 2023 were pretty good years for for days on market. We're looking at homes selling in less than 30 days. That was pretty average. A good price, well-priced home, good location was taking 30 days or less to sell. This last month, it was 50 days on market. So it was a huge jump from really the previous month and then from the last 24 months almost. So it was a huge jump, and it's interesting to see why that's the case. Yes, it was the beginning of the month. The holidays, we're coming off the holidays, but what caused this number to be a little longer? So I think it's still a little early to tell. Had to maybe have done with the holidays or the election or something that made home stay quite a bit of time on the market, longer than it usually was. But let's see what happens in February. I think there's activity. Homes are selling pretty fast still, but it's a number to look at for sure for 25. Median price per square foot. So this is another number that also dropped. Price per square foot usually goes hand in hand with what the median price point of homes are. So this number went down about 3%. We're looking at $156 a square foot. Okay, so a square footage is a good number just to ballpark to see average pricing in a neighborhood without having to do a full market analysis. But it's not a big indicator of how well a home is priced. So a house that's smaller should have usually a higher price per square foot in that same neighborhood. and a house that's bigger is going to have a lower price per square foot in the neighborhood. It's slightly, but it's not a good indicator. Don't just focus on price per square foot. I get this question asked a lot. What's price per square foot? What's the price per square foot? So it's a good number to know, but don't make decisions just based off of that number. It's important to do a full analysis to see the true value of a specific property. Okay, and then lastly, the number that we're looking to look at this is new listings. Is that number went up a little bit, so it was 1,105. That number, it's telling us, it's a tell. The market is just shifting at the end of January. It was actually surprising that it went up. Usually, there's not too many people that are starting to list their home in January, but it happened. So people were tired of the holidays, tired of the election mess and everything. So I think the gates are opening, and we're gonna start seeing these new listings number increase month over month throughout the year, unless something real drastic happens, or with rates or with something like that. But we'll see the gates opening up and the waters are trickling down, and you'll see more listings, more inventory. What does that mean for you? If you're a seller, that means there's more competition. So I would list if you can as soon as possible, so you could avoid a lot of the competition that's out there. And if you're a buyer, what does that mean? There's going to be a little bit more options for you out there, right? More options to buy, to look at. I still advise you don't overlook at homes, don't overthink them. There's going to be more, but it doesn't mean that there's enough. I still foresee that a nice listing, priced well in a good area, is going to go for multiple listings. We see that already. We've seen that throughout these last 2 years. And even though there's going to be more inventory, you're gonna have those nice listings go pretty fast with multiple offers. So get prepared for 2025. Know what the market is doing. Know where it's headed. Watch videos like this, and let me know what you think. Where do you think the market is headed? Are we gonna see more inventory, more homes listed, or are we still gonna see the demand keep up with that, or not keep up with the demand of homes? So let me know what you think in the comments. I hope to see you next month in my market update.